So I like to get the macaroni from Aldi. It's only 80 cents and it's smaller than the normal macaroni that people use because I think that one is way too chunky for my mac and cheese. So I personally just like the Aldi one. You boil it for about 5 to 10 minutes, and once it's boiled, you'll be able to tell, and if it's overcooked, then you'll be able to tell as well. So once it's boiled, you just strain the macaroni, obviously, into any strainer, but you don't want the holes to be too big because the macaroni will fall through. Then we're going to heat up some oil and add some diced onions, and we're going to leave the onions in there for a little bit just to sizzle. We're now going to take the cooked macaroni and add it to the onion and the olive oil. And you really want to make sure you mix the onions and olive oil right through the macaroni, because as you can see, it is a little bit chunky once you put the macaroni in. But when you start mixing the oil and onions through, it'll all loosen up. Next, we're going to season with some salt and also some pepper. Now, I don't have the measurements for this because I usually just do it according to what I like to taste. So, you can put in whatever you like to taste. And yes, we put in the Vegeta chicken stock as well. That's the main seasoning for our mac and cheese. So it's important that you put that in, and that particular brand as well. So make sure you mix all the seasoning into the macaroni, the onion and the oil. You want to make it really nice and really even. And next we're going to add smoked bacon in particular. I've tried it with normal bacon and I honestly think smoked bacon is better. If you don't eat bacon, the mac and cheese will taste just as good. But I have started to recently put bacon in it because I find I like it better, because it just tastes better to me. And also my friends have tried it and they like it too. We're now going to add some UK cheddar cheese. This cheese has really incredible taste to it, especially in the mac and cheese. It also gives it a nice orange, well, I wouldn't say orange, but a really nice color to the macaroni and cheese. I mix this through until it's melted or pretty close to being melted, because we are going to add mozzarella to the macaroni and cheese as well. Next, we're going to get some thickened cream, and we're only going to use a quarter of the 300 mils of the thickened cream. And we're going to mix this through. This just helps to separate the chunkiness of the cheese just until we add the mozzarella, because then that's when you really want it to be nice and chunky and kind of all stuck together. You don't want it to be watery. So once the cream is all mixed through, that's when we add the mozzarella. Now you can add as much or as little as you want, but I do recommend you experiment with different types of cheeses. But I've found that UK cheddar and mozzarella is by far my favorite combination. So you'll continue to mix the mac and cheese all together until it starts to get nice and thick, and you want it to clump together and be really chunky. And you're going to do this until you're happy with the result. If you are finding it a little too chunky, you can add in a little bit of extra cream just to break it up again and, get the right texture that you like. So that's what I do. I just add a little bit of cream when I think it's getting a little bit too chunky. And when I'm happy with it, I'll just stop. Once you're finished mixing it through and you're happy with the result, you're going to transfer the mac and cheese onto an oven-proof baking tray. And I'm going to add some mozzarella on top. You can do this if you want. If you don't want to, that's fine. If you don't add cheese on top, then don't bake your mac and cheese and just eat it how it is. But I like to add cheese on top, and I like to bake for an extra 20 minutes. So once you finish baking your mac and cheese, it should look somewhat like the image that's going to appear next. I hope you guys find this easy to follow, so please let me know if it was easy or difficult for you. And also let me know if it turns out great or not. And I'll see you guys for the next video.